Okay, well, I'm back again. Hello and welcome. Good evening. Good morning. We'll just say it all again here. Welcome to the stream. That's weird. It's fine now. Maybe the problem was on Twitch's end, because I tested my end, and my end seems fine. So I don't know what the deal was. Anyway, I'm gonna finish up the New Frontiers arc tonight. And then I'm gonna do the Halloween TFOs, take a look at those, and maybe I'll come up with something else to do by then. That's why I have other stuff in the stream title tonight, because this could end up being a short stream. I know the mission we have here is probably not the most interesting stream. I mean, the mission episode that's coming up here. Get the game up here, and get in the game. So last time, we discovered the Dranzuli, that the Zinkefi have been going around trying to exterminate the Dranzuli from several worlds in the Alpha Quadrant. And then we find out that the Dranzuli are actually the Hur'q. And the Hur'q just appeared from, I guess, several worlds, and attacked Deep Space Nine, as well as the Zinkefi station, which I think was destroyed. Deep Space Nine was trashed, although you wouldn't know it by looking at the station right now, but it looks fine to me. And Odo has returned. He needs to talk to us. Let's go talk to Odo. I remember way back when I clicked the wrong button. I was going to go to sector space, not back on the station. Wrong button. I need to go back to sector space. I remember way back when I did my Gamma Recruit playthrough. That was pretty much what the Gamma Quadrant story arc is. And all of this stuff that happens in New Frontiers basically acts as the lead up to the events of the Gamma Quadrant storyline, which we're going to go through again on this character. Alright, so the Renegade's Regret. This is kind of a different sort of mission. I think this is the first time we're doing this sort of mission where we play as somebody else. I'm not usually a huge fan of these types of missions in the game because, well, they get kind of overused later on in the game. Looking at you, Cryptic, and they're not done very well. This one's not too bad. The best one, obviously, is Hur'q's Lucky 7. That one was done great and balanced well. I'm gonna have a lot of these types of missions as they're not balanced very well, and very restrictive on what you can do with the character. These missions really don't feel that restrictive. In fact, you feel a little overpowered, which is fine. Is what you should be. But anyway, enough of me talking, let's start the mission here.
Captain Neff Parr has turned herself in to authorities at Deep Space Nine. She's the Zinkefi officer who delivered vital military intelligence to the Alliance prior to the assault on Bajor. Captain Parr is now actively seeking asylum and claims to have more tactical information for us. I'd like you to debrief the captain and determine the nature of this new information, if possible.
Will do. My mission reward is root beer. I don't know what to say to that. I mean, yeah, there is other stuff, but I don't know why we get a root beer for this mission. It just seems very random. Alright.
Welcome to Deep Space Nine. The Chief told me to expect you. The Zinkefi officer is in the far room at the back. A Starfleet captain is speaking to her.
Thanks. I'll head back there now. Cannot exit. Hello, Jordy.
Good to see you again. Tensions are running pretty high where the Zenkethi are concerned, but Captain Parr has gone through a lot to help the Alliance. She deserves a fair shake.
Agreed, Captain. He did help us out.
We keep meeting under less than ideal conditions.
Indeed. Why are you in the brig?
The Chief of Security thought it was a prudent measure. Technically, I am under protected custody until the Alliance decides what to do with me. I cannot fault this decision. Our military has much to answer for, myself included. There are many who might see a Zenkethi face and decide to seek vengeance.
Well, I trust you. Come on out. Of course, I need to open over the force field first. By the way, this is what a Zenkethi looks like without all that armor get up on. Kind of like a strange, six-limbed lizard turtle creature. Not quite sure how to describe a Zenkethi, but yeah, that's what it is.
Thank you. Far too many lives have been lost in this crusade, so I'm glad the tactical data I provided helped to save some.
That's an understatement, Captain.
No longer. I renounced the title of captain after committing mutiny. Part of the price I paid to save those lives today. Let's move on. I have more information for the Alliance. I presume you are here to collect it.
That's right. This is a less exciting job of being a Starfleet captain slash admiral slash fleet admiral, whatever.
Are you ready to hear my story?
Proceed.
It began on my first mission as captain. I remember it clearly. Captain's log, mission cycle 132. We have arrived at System 91, local designation Hur'q. Admiral Zen Tarak prepares to conduct Dransuli cleansing operations. Our tactical reports indicate minimal threat from the locals. This should be another egg run.
Captain Parr, we are receiving an incoming transmission from Admiral Zen Tarak.
Let's not keep the Admiral waiting, Ensign. Put him on screen.
The planet Hur'q. Scans show it to be filthy with the eggs of the hatred Dransuli. Their defenses are generally inferior, but their fleet could be dangerous in large numbers. While our ground squad prepares the weapon, we will ensure that no ship leaves this system. If one ship with one egg escapes, the contagion spreads. That is not acceptable. I know this is your first mission as Captain Neff. Don't let your excitement distract you from the task at hand. Stay alert!
Of course, Admiral. We're prepared to enforce containment protocol as ordered, sir.
See to it that you do, Captain. Zen Tarak out.
Okay, you made it.
Fleet on intercept course.
Shut
Eliminate
up.
them.
Shut up, Admiral. Okay, you may have noticed what I was trying to do here. I was trying to rearrange the tray, and I cannot rearrange the tray. This here is the #1 problem I have with being forced to play other characters. Not being able to rearrange the tray. Because I'll have my tray on all my characters set up a certain way, because my span bar is actually on a row 4 over here. So I can't put anything on my span bar, because of the way this is set up. Now, yeah, sure, I could change the entire keybind system so that the span bar's on row 1, but even so, the stuff on row 1 is kind of randomized, and it's not really ideally set up for being a spam bar, so I wouldn't even use that as a spam bar. But there's like other stuff in my tray bar that I can't even add to the bar, but it's not even on here. Like destabilized warp core, can't add it on here. It's not even on here by default, is it? Oh, it is. Okay, it's right there. But still, I would prefer to arrange it the way I want to have it arranged, just to make it easier for me. You know, quality of life and convenience features that should be in the game. And I'm going to say it again, this is the one thing about being forced to play as another character that I absolutely hate. And I wish Cryptic would, for the love of God, stop doing this shit. If you're going to make me play as somebody else, let me arrange the tray the way I want it to be. Full stop. Now, I don't know how you get it through Cryptic, the developers' heads, their thick skulls, to correct this issue. But, oh, they think it's fine this way. No, it's not. It's incredibly inefficient. But at least I can control the power levels. But thankfully, this ship is pretty overpowered anyway, so it's not really a huge problem with this ship. But when it comes to ground characters later on in the game, it is a huge problem. Like I said, it's not really that big of a deal in this mission, because you're kind of overpowered anyway, so... But, you know, there we go. Rant over. But this is a cool little ship to fly. It's basically an escort. It's an escort ship. And of course, we're not really fighting combatants. We're just shooting.
The British Starstruck. We're not warriors.
Yeah, we're just shooting freighters.
Please stop. We're civilians.
I think these are all Tetrion weapons.
We have landed. It's all yours because you're about to blow up a fort. Be reasonable.
We're a hospital ship. We're not a threat. Together. We have no weapons.
Yeah, like new shields here. Oh, that just kills them. Everything.
Captain, the ground team has been to safety. The proto-matter bomb is ready. Since this is your first mission, I'm granting you the honor of detonating the weapon. Get into position when you're ready.
Okay, they are Tetrion weapons. Diffusive Tetrion weapons, okay. Wide arc dual heavy Tetrions. Yeah, they're pretty strong weapons, okay.
Yes, as you wish, Admiral. Far out.
As you wish. We just killed billions. Just like that.
Command is a difficult path to walk at times, Captain. Yet you performed your duties well. It will reflect in my next report to the Autarch. I have seen great promise in you today. Faithful service to the Coalition is well rewarded. Don't forget that.
Thank you, sir. I will not forget today's events for a long time. If ever.
If ever.
mission took a toll upon me and my crew. To eradicate the Tranzuli was one thing. The eradication of innocent Hur'q was another. Despite my personal feelings, I remained a loyal officer. Things would change under Cronus 3. I led the protomatter bomb squad myself.
Draconis 3 is a primitive, pre-industrial backwater planet. There is a large infestation. You know what to do, Captain. And Neff, keep your guard up down there. We think the target site is a temple. If that's so, the local savages may try to stop you. Feel free to discourage them. Aggressively if necessary.
Our firepower should discourage them, Admiral. They shouldn't pose much of a threat to the mission.
We're good to go here. The weapon's in the green. Protomatter Matrix is stable and primed. The Admiral wants us to deploy the bomb in the largest concentration of Tranzuli eggs. Looks like that's in some type of structure ahead, not far from here. Ready to go when you are, Captain.
All right, let's move out. Keep an eye out for the locals and make sure the weapon is protected. No more lucky shots like we're known in 4, okay? The Admiral roared at me for a 10 cycle over that.
Okay, now we get to the ground portion of this. So again, we're playing another character, Nefpar this time. Very limited set of skills. We have a shoulder turret, we have a Tetrion burst gun, we have a melee smash, and a protomatter laced energy blast. So, okay. Not really an ideal setup, but then again, we're not really... We're not fighting any really powerful opponents here, so it's...
I'm standing right here, you know.
We're fighting natives. Sticks and spears. So they can't really do a whole lot to us anyway. Basically gonna massacre everybody. We don't have any long-range weapons either.
This pillar points down the road to that primitive structure. Large concentration of Tranzuli eggs ahead. Does it matter where we put it? The whole planet gets down. Ask the Admiral. I'm sure he...
Oh, I was also mentioning that the weapons are really slow on this character.
giving you a year of latrine duty. Both of you, shut it. We got a job to do. Yes, sir. Sorry, Lieutenant. Just stay disciplined. Remember what happened on Hatara.
Trying to hit them as grouped together as much as I can here. We can take everybody out quickly and not be annoyed by them too much. Oh, by the way, remember this place? Back where it all began.
Are these fools gathering Transuli eggs? What? Are they worshipping the eggs?
How dare they? Don't they know what they are? Of course they don't.
They wouldn't want these eggs to hatch if they knew what was inside them.
They have, like, no comment about that.
Look at this picture. There's a Vulcan in it. Mammals all look the same to me.
You can tell?
You know, they probably say the same about us, right? I don't look anything like you. I'm actually good looking.
Yeah, that was a little bit funny. I think there's another mirror I missed. I'll just run out for it. Although, is it just me or do these Draconoids look a little bit like those, like that creature that Scotty has in the Kelvin movie, his midget creature partner? I don't know what they're called. They look kind of like that, except smaller. I mean, bigger.
Status report, Captain. Have you breached the structure yet?
Yes, sir. We found something interesting as well. Transmitting data now.
Starfleet. Interesting. Your scans indicate that image is centuries old. More Federation time travel nonsense, perhaps. Proceed with your mission, Captain. We don't have time for archaeology.
Yes, sir. Away team out. Smash these pots.
Transuli signatures are most concentrated here.
Yes, you see that.
This looks like a prime detonation site, Captain. We'll get the weapon placed and ready to go. This won't take long. Who's on Overwatch while we deploy the bomb?
That'll be me. Get the weapon ready. I'll make sure you aren't interrupted.
And now we get to fight waves of enemies.
Hey! We're still in here! Captain!
And the door closes. Let's see if we can get them grouped together here. Nope, that didn't kill them anymore.
Running for detonation now.
Yeah, this part kind of sucks. Not that I'm at risk of dying here, it's just... it's really annoying to fight these enemies with this limited skill set.
Bomb squad reporting. Need to stabilize the proto-matrix here. ready, but we're stuck in here. Transporters can't lock on. We're reading a large number of life signs massing near your location, Captain. A large assault is imminent. Is the weapon ready to deploy?
In moments, sir, but my men are still trapped in the structure. Transporters can't lock onto their signals.
Unfortunate, but we don't have time to extract them. We've received a priority assignment from the Autarch himself. We must depart at once. Prepare for transport.
Sir, give us a little more time. Beam an engineering team down. We can break into the structure with explosives.
You have your orders, Captain. Your men are acceptable losses, as are you. Would you like to join them?
No, sir. I would not.
Yes, this dude is evil. Or renegade to an extreme point if you want to use Mass Effect terms. Loading, loading, loading. So much loading.
I left those men to die. And for what? So the Admiral could reach his next genocide on time. It was madness.
So there were no evacuation plans? No rescue efforts?
None. The Autarch's orders were quite clear on those matters. And the Admiral was all too willing to execute those orders. When we reached the Atosi system, it had become clear. Our crusade was not a just one.
Atosi Prime. Long-distance scans suggested the presence of Transuli infestation, but we'll need to be certain. Standard operating procedure, Captain. Begin by conducting a scan of the planet.
Yes, sir. Let's hope this was a false alarm.
This is Counselor Hale Atunum. I speak for the Atosi people. We know of you, Zenkethi, and your purpose here. If you scan our planet, you'll discover that it is free of the bioform objects you seek to destroy. A scan of our moon will reveal the presence of those objects in totality. When we heard the fate of other worlds like ours, we collected the objects and placed them there for you. Scour the moon as you will. It is devoid of life. Atosi Prime, however, is not. Over 4 billion souls dwell here. In their name, I ask you now, spare our world. Spare our lives.
Captain, confirm the Counselor's story. Scan both planet and moon. Verify the location of the Transuliates. We've been lied to before, and at great cost. I won't be deceived here today.
Yes, sir. I'll verify the egg locations.
No signs of infestation, Captain. Shall we scan the moon next?
Yes. Helm, set a course for the Atosi moon.
Captain, I'm reading a large concentration of Transuli eggs on the Atosi moon.
Very well. Prepare the torpedo launcher.
As you can see, we have been truthful.
This Admiral's just looking for like any excuse to nuke the planet. It's like, make sure there's nothing there. Double check. Even if it's like 1 or 2. Better be safe to nuke the whole planet.
Report, Captain. I'm picking up low-level signs of infestation across the planet. Are you as well?
Oh, he is picking up low levels of infestation across the planet.
Negative, Admiral. I believe the Atosi were being truthful here. There's no sign of Dransuli infestation on our sensors.
And where is your ship, Admiral? I don't see your ship here doing any scans.
It could be residual traces left behind when they move the eggs. Or it could be shielded pockets of infestation. Another crude attempt to deceive us. We must be certain, Captain. Prepare to scour Atosi Prime.
He just wants to nuke planets.
Sir, with all due respect, Atosi Prime is not a threat to us. There's no need for this.
There is every need, Captain. Since you appear to be incapable of following my orders, I will deal with Atosi Prime myself. Tactical, prepare to fire a protomatter torpedo at Atosi Prime.
Admiral, no. Don't do this, sir.
No, we're not a threat. We're not...
That does some cool effects there.
I could stomach no more after that. I could no longer walk upon the path of madness. My crew felt the same. Together, we began to walk a new path.
It is done. In light of your service to the Autarch and the Coalition, I will not have you shot for treason. If it were anyone else, be warned. The next time you see fit to walk the path of disobedience, I will not stay my hand. I'll see to it that your entire lineage is purged from existence to the last scale and egg. Do I make myself clear, Captain?
Yes, you do, sir. Helm, get us out of here.
Yes, the Admiral's a bit of a genocidal maniac. That's a few more billion that have been killed in the process of exterminating Dransuli. Dransuli almost sounds like an Italian pasta. Here you go, here's some Dransuli. Enjoy.
Admiral Hur'q has a lot to answer for. We can only hope the Zenkethi Crusade has come to an end at last and that nothing like this ever happens again.
That path, that choice, led me to where we are now. Walking it ultimately gave me the strength to stand against the Admiral and defect to the Alliance. I think we can both agree that journey has reached its end. From this point forward, I begin to walk along the path of atonement. That journey will never end for me, but I will help as many as I can with every step I take.
That's an honorable path to take.
Thank you. I hope your superiors have the same opinion as well. As long as the Autarch lives, he will continue to pursue his insane crusade. I believe I can be of use to the Alliance when the time comes to stop him, once and for all.
Agreed.
I shall abide by their decision, until our paths merge once more.
Delvin, Goodbye. Admiral, are you ready to return to a ship? I suppose I am. Yes, let's return to the ship.
It sounds like Captain Parr has had some harrowing experiences out there. It's clear that the Autarch is dedicated to wiping out every last threat to the Zenkethi by any means necessary. Disturbing. Alliance officials will be reviewing the Captain's request for asylum soon. The help she's given us, and your report, will go a long way toward the approval of that request.
Alright, so in addition to the root beer, here's a list of items you can get. First I'll get a console, science console, emitter refocuser, so get some extra Tetrion damage and shield restoration and drain. Probably good if you're doing a Tetrion based build with science on it. Get some traits. Watch your back, resistance to getting shot from behind, and a space version of that. Not really that useful trait as traits. Kind of whatever. And a weapon, which is basically a spear from one of those draconian people. It's not a very good melee weapon. Just kind of junk, really. Why it's there. I'll take the console for now. Yeah. Yeah, I think I remember reading that mission is supposed to be was the prototype for Cryptic's idea of future missions to have the player play as somebody else. Aside from the rant I already gave earlier about how I think it's not done very well here, this one's not too bad because thankfully it's not too hard to get through. Quark's Lucky 7, which happens in Gamma Quadrant, is probably done very well and great. After that, those types of missions are just absolute crap to go through at that point. And I wish Cryptic would stop using them as a storytelling device because they suck. They really do. I have a character I invested lots of hours into. I'm going to use them. And I want them to be part of the story. So, anyway. Yeah, that didn't take too long. About 40 minutes in. So let's take a look at the Halloween TFOs, and you know what? Screw it. We'll go ahead and start the Gamma Arc stuff tonight. We'll do the first part of the Gamma Arc episode. And then that'll round out tonight here. Anyway, let's look at the Halloween stuff. Give me just a second here. Yeah, I really need to clear my throat there. Alright. So for Halloween stuff, there is Cat's Tail TFO. And there is the Patrol delving the castle. Now, I have looked at the Patrol. There's two variants of the Patrol. And the Patrol is basically just doing the same things you do in the TFO. It's just kind of divided into segments. And you get to do it with a bridge officer. So go back to the thing. What is I don't know what Hearts and Minds is. Is that something? Let's see what that is. Patrol Dunato system. Let me see what this is. I don't know what this is. Oh, this is Sentinels. No, 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 no. I don't want to do Sentinels.
We're in luck. We made it here before...
I don't know. We're not doing Sentinels. This is disco stuff. We're not doing that yet. Okay, so I don't know what that is. It must be like an old TFO that is no longer in the game. I don't know why it's being advertised. Alright, let's do a couple of the patrols and we'll do the TFO here. If you're confused about how to work the Cat's Tail mission, because sometimes you don't get enough time to read the instructions of how to play it, do the patrols first. This will give you the general idea of how to proceed through the TFO in a less frantic manner. So we'll do the first one, which is the skeleton side of the castle here. And let's bring Loret's son.
You came, and not a moment too soon. The Skeleton Lord has captured one of my compatriots. He is holding them prisoner in his lair, and demands our transmuter in return for their release. I cannot surrender the transmuter to such a vile creature. Please, won't you help us?
We will rescue your compatriot from the Skeleton Lord. From whatever this thing is. I guess he's based on a... What the hell is that dude's name? I can't remember his name. Why can't I remember? Lovecraft. It's based on a Lovecraftian entity, I think. Anyway, you come in here to the castle. It'll be the same as the TFO. And you're gonna go over here first. Through this door. And you're gonna fight the skeletons. Skeletons are really annoying. Because you can only fight them in this region where the candle is. Otherwise, they are invincible. This is why I chose you to light the candles. And here come some skellies. I do have my shotgun. Here's my shotgun. Loret's son, can you res me? Yeah, unfortunately melee attacks go through your shield, so it doesn't matter. Oh, come on. This is the problem. Sometimes they can get stuck in an area where you can't damage them. Get over here. The skeletons are definitely the more annoying enemy to deal with in this setting. Since they're invincible if you don't get them in the light. But sometimes they're a pain in the ass to get in the light. Red Sun, can you heal me? No, you cannot. Come on. And the actual TFO is even worse because there's more skeletons and they respawn a lot more often. And it tends to just go after everybody, no matter where you are. And okay, this is the skeleton lord. He's basically just a big skeleton. Same rule applies, you gotta get him in the light to damage him. And he has a lot of HP. He also has power to blow out the candles too. Watch out for that. Yeah, like that. If I can keep him pinned against where the light is. Dude. Heal! What do you keep tapping the damn heal button like 20 times and it won't do anything? Where is he going? Die. There we go. Got him. Oh. Now we need to talk to this thing again. Or this is a different one, Olivia.
Thank you for rescuing me. Your kindness shall not be forgotten. Your work here is done, friend. Would you like to return to your vessel?
Yes, I would. Once you don't only get that many marks for this, only 30. And if you do the patrol again, you get even less. And that's what we're going to do now. And then we do the other half of this, which is the witches. Witches are a little easier to deal with. I mean, at least for this one. Alyssa.
You came, and not a moment too soon. One of my compatriots has been abducted by a coven of witches. They are holding my friend prisoner in their lair, and demand our transmuter in return for their release. I cannot surrender the transmuter to such a vile creature. Please, won't you help us?
You will rescue your compatriots from the coven of witches. Thankfully, the witches are a little easier to deal with. They don't have like massive invulnerability periods. Anyway, spooky cat eyes. There's nothing over here. It's just an invisible wall. switch back to my phaser rifle. And then we get to talk to these witches.
Come for your little feathered friend? That's very brave of you. Let's see how you fare with some of our delightful amusements. We'll talk again, if you survive.
Hideous laughter. What the? And then you get teleported here. Footsteps. Whose footsteps are these? I say, where do these footsteps go? I never tried following them. You just go through them. Oh, so we ended up over here. There's actually, yeah, there's a couple of... I don't know if there's like... I think there's like maybe 3 variations of how you can end up over here. We end up down here and you just have to fight some spiders if you can end up down here. Up here is this library thing, which I don't really like because I haven't been able to figure this thing out before. We'll see if I can figure it out here. I have to. And there's over here, which I don't know what's over here because I never ended up on this side of it. But this is our objective. Our objective is right here. So we need to figure this book thing out in order to proceed here.
Ah, finally! Some sensible folk have come to my beloved library. I am in dire need of your assistance, book lovers.
What do you require?
Those terrible witches have made quite the mess. Several books have been scattered about and need to be returned to their proper shelves. I simply cannot have a mess like this. What if my beautiful friend, the fortune teller, should come to call?
We'll do what we can.
Oh, thank you. Do be careful, though. Those terrible creatures could return at any moment to vex you.
And they will. Understood.
Go find 101 ways to serve God.
So we need to find the book. Don't always know where it is. Where is the book? Oh, it's over here.
As all Klingons know, the only real way to serve God is alive.
So then I think the idea is we gotta put it in the bookcase that would make the most sense. So, click book.
Go find a potion for every occasion. Ah, an all-time favorite.
No, it is not a pun. It is not romance. Creature, no.
Must place that book on the correct shelf.
Alchemy.
Go find it. It's green. Magical mixology.
So, okay, so this isn't too bad doing it here. In the TFO, this is a lot more frantic, because
Favorite elixirs of many an engineer.
you're kind of on a time limit in the TFO, so you don't have a lot of time to think about during the TFO. So this is probably...
You must place that book on the correct shelf.
I'm gonna go with alchemy again.
Well done. The way is now open to you.
Awesome. Okay, so we got 3 books correctly. Come on, Alyssa, let's go kill some witches.
You may proceed, if you dare.
We dare.
Travelers, go back!
Go back.
Beware our curse!
Open the door.
Rise! And fog descend! So leave here all! Or meet your end!
So horny. Ah, I took a ton damage. You need to kill the skull thing first. Or to damage them. Oh, don't die. Can't die yet. And they block me from using my kit abilities. It's freaking annoying. Oh, come on. Damn it. Okay, the witches are annoying to deal with. They are annoying. Already. There. They're dead. And Alyssa got knocked out. Where is she? Where is my first officer? Oh, she didn't even get down here. Come on, wake up.
Liberation at last! How wonderful! You have my undying thanks, strangers. It seems your work here is done. Would you like to return to your vessel?
Yes. Okay, so yeah, both pads are annoying. 15 marks, I don't know. Doesn't matter, just take whatever. Okay. So the 2 patrols give you kind of a taste of what the TFO is. So now let's go do the proper TFO. The TFO proper, as I should say. Which is a lot more chaotic. While I wait, take care of these. Yes. There we go. Yes. Spin.
You came, and not a moment too soon. The Davidians have captured 2 of my compatriots and seized our transmuter. They must not be allowed to succeed.
Where are the Davidians?
They have seized part of the castle and blocked access to it with the transmuter. Their leader is trying to bend the will of my compatriots to his own. He wants to force them to teach him the secrets of the transmuter.
How can we help?
Search the rest of the castle and liberate my friends Livia and Paula. They hold 2 potent artifacts that, when combined with my own, will give you the power to breach the enemy defenses and end the campaign. Make the skeletons vulnerable to attack.
Understood, we'll make it happen. Alright. But before, we gotta kill skeletons. And there's a lot more skeletons in here now than there was before. Isn't too bad. Shit. Thank you. There you are. Lana. Come on, skeleton. Got it. There's also these cats you have to kind of find. I guess they get you bonus marks so you can find them all. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Oh, there's more skeletons. Oh goodness, that is bright. That's the Sompek energy rebounder console, by the way. Not doing anything because he's not in the light. No. can't see anything. Alright, are they all dead now? Did you get them all? Yeah, we got them all. Alright, there's Big Skeleton. Try to light up as much as I can here. Stay in the light. Okay, got him. Okay, he's got the candle.
Thank you for rescuing me. Your kindness shall not be forgotten. May the light of the candle I protected guide you in your darkest hour.
Thank you.
Hurry. The enemy leader learns more about the transmuter with every passing moment. If he should gain mastery over it, we will surely perish.
Post up the Davidians.
When you are ready, I shall use my power to return you to the main hall. Once you are there, place the candle upon its designated platform. Combined with the bell and the book, it will remove the barrier blocking access to the chamber where the Davidians are.
Come for your little fit.
Yeah, okay, I'm falling behind everybody. Oh, well, put me here. I was a little behind everybody. I was listening to the dialogue.
Those... Oh! Go find too many tribbles.
Too many tribbles, huh?
A tale that strikes terror in the hearts of every Klingon.
Hail, huh? Not alchemy. Creature. Not a cookbook.
You must place that book on the correct shelf.
Spooky story.
Go find transmutation, potions, and you.
Okay.
You know that the vast majority of transmutation is done by elixir?
Alchemy.
Go find unicorns of 4 quadrants.
Unicorns of 4 quadrants. Where is that? It's over here. No, that's not it. Where is it? Oh, there it is.
The unicorns of the Delta Quadrant actually have 2 horns.
Mythical creatures. What is mythical creatures for 200 odds?
Well done! The way is now open to you.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Okay, we're waiting on the ones that are fighting the spiders.
Before venturing forth.
And they're here.
Go back! You may proceed, if you dare.
Beware our curse! Wind shall rise!
witch's spell of protection.
Yeah, the witches will die pretty quick here.
Operation at last! How wonderful! You have no...
Alright.
Please, make haste!
We'll just... I would love to have time to actually read the proper dialogue in TFOs, but like I said, there's usually never time for that.
Now open to you.
Now we need to go fight for the videos.
I see
you. Remember Bonnie Kim?
Bonnie Kim, Bonnie Kim. What will you do?
Bonnie Kim.
The Lord of the Davidians lies beyond this door.
Right in that. All the buffs. All the buffs. Davidian device, oops. What is the Davidian device? I've never seen it.
One of your comrades has been faced. Or the enemy.
There we go.
You did it! The Davidians have been defeated, and the Transmuter is under our control once more. Rest assured, we will be on our guard for any future Davidian attacks. This world is safe, thanks to you. Well done, friends.
How did we do? Probably not the best we could have done, but whatever.
You did it!
Alright. Get me out of here. Alright, so that is the Halloween event in STO. Not a whole lot to it. I mean, it's kind of a chaotic TFO, but that's what it is. Alright. But we still got time. I think I'll go ahead and start the Gamma Quadrant then, because I got plenty of time here. Get some of that going here. The storm clouds gather.
The Alliance has agreed to a summit meeting with the Dominion to discuss the return of the Hur'q, and what can be done to prevent their aggression from devastating all 4 galactic quadrants. Despite recent events, we've agreed to host the summit at Deep Space Nine. None of the galactic powers are comfortable hosting a Dominion fleet deep within their territory. Meet with me at DS9 prior to the beginning of the summit. I'd like to discuss our options.
Absolutely. Early, so you can have a root beer. Just restock everybody here real quick. Okay. To hear what Mr. Odo has to say. We've entered the Dukan'Rex belt, Admiral, bringing several civilian vessels on sensors. In addition to the flagships on the summit attendees. The station is still damaged from the recent attack. It appears that crucial system repairs are complete. Their damage control teams must be working on double shifts. Indeed, Helm, take us to the station. So this is a busted up DS9, if you ever wanted to see what a busted up DS9 looks like. We'll take a look at the model here real quick. Damage underneath. Doesn't look too bad on this side. I guess they already fixed this side of the station.
Please, we're low on fuel and supplies. We need help badly.
Come on. The High Council has announced several challenges to the Empire worthy of a warrior such as yourself.
Several of
Would
our
you
docking
like to
facilities
review
were
them?
damaged in the recent conflict.
Stop talking over each other.
Provided coordinates. Also, Captain Nog is waiting to meet with you on the promenade at your earliest convenience. Enjoy your stay here at the station.
Okay. An away team will be standing by while you attend the summit, Admiral. You ready to transport to the station? Yes. Let's see, who's gonna come? Yeah, you know what? Standard team's fine. We'll go with that.
Hello. Nice to be working with you again. I've been assigned to assist you here on the station. The leaders of the 4 major delegations have asked to meet with you prior to the summit meeting. Their offices are located here on the promenade.
Very well, Captain.
Admiral Quinn's office is behind those doors.
Let's go meet with him.
The results of this summit could have long-lasting effects. A number of our allies, particularly the Klingons, consider the Hur'q to be a Dominion problem. The Federation sees this as a chance to improve relations with the Dominion. Having allies in the Gamma Quadrant instead of enemies would be a great step toward galactic peace.
Understood. He was just randomly coughing.
Here is Proconsul Deton's office.
Hey, Tiaro, remember me? Hey. Hello. Oh, yeah, Omega Force people are still doing their stuff in here. Standing on chairs. Yeah, let's talk to Deton.
This summit may be difficult. While your people will see a path toward peace, I suspect the Klingons will feel the opposite. There is no love lost between them and the Dominion, or the Hur'q for that matter. The Republic position is one of pragmatism. A weakened Dominion will be easier to deal with, and the Hur'q are a threat no one can ignore.
Understood, Proconsul. The next time, Tiaro.
Chancellor Jempok has an office here.
Oh. A very cramped office here. No chairs.
This summit may not end well. Most of the High Council sees the Hur'q as a Dominion problem. They are content to let them fight to the end and deal with any survivors. But there are others, such as Martok, who see that position as dishonorable. If they want to fight the war of their ancestors, so be it. But they will be doing so without the Empire. The same could be said for your Federation, should they choose to aid the Dominion.
Understood, Chancellor. Who's this dude?
Nice to see some fighters around here. You're here to fight the Hur'q, aren't you? Someone has to, before they eat everything in existence. Some of the other Gamma refugees will moan and groan about this part of space, but I like the Alpha Quadrant. The Bajorans are processing iridium ore here again, and there's good, honest work for people willing to do it, like me. Most of the Bajorans won't go near the processing areas. Too many bad memories about how the Cardassians ran them, I guess. That's good and well, just means more work for me. Beats working for the Dominion, I can tell you that much. I might never go back.
I see. Fascinating. Is that Hur'q?
You once knew me as Hur'q, son of Nagra. Now I know the truth of things. That was a name given to me to prevent a great dishonor. With Martok's aid, my name, my face, all have been restored.
Ah, okay, yeah, he is now General Kern, no longer Hur'q. This was kind of hinted at a few missions ago, I believe.
Our recent deeds and service to the Empire have led Jempok to restore the honor of my house. The sons of Moog once again stand proud and without shame. For your part in that, I thank you. It has been an honor to fight at your side.
The honor was mine, General Kupla. And here is Commander Adet'pa. I think this is the first time you actually get introduced to her.
Something on your mind? I'm not fond of being gaped at like a dumbstruck targ.
Who are you?
I have many names. At the moment, I am Commander Adet'pa, First Officer of the Corps. In another life, I was Agent Kib of Klingon Intelligence. More recently, I was known as the Witch of Nimbus 3. I'm rather fond of that last one. It made children wail and grown men soil themselves.
Interesting. I was on Nimbus and I never heard of you.
Dukan'Rex! Can't you see I'm busy?
What's your tone?
Or what exactly? You do not frighten me! And I can think of a dozen ways to kill you with my bare hands. If you're lucky, I'll use one of the three that are quick and relatively painless. Buzz away now, globfly. Perhaps you can impress old Martok with your growls.
Perhaps I can.
Dukan'Rex! Can't you see?
Never mind. You're always a joy to talk to. Alright, see what else is going on here. Nothing happening in Hur'q's bar, is there? No.
Ambassador Odo is here, coordinating security efforts.
Let's go talk to him. Odo, my man.
I'll be blunt. The Hur'q have decimated most of the Dominion. All but one fleet, gone. It's all the Jem'Hadar can do to keep our remaining worlds from being laid waste. There is no diplomacy with the Hur'q. We don't know why they're attacking. We're not even sure where they're coming from. I'm sure there are those in the Alliance who would be content to let the Hur'q destroy us. But where do you think they'll turn once they're finished?
A good question, Ambassador.
There are several Alpha Quadrant leaders here for the summit. Kai Kira of Bajor, Counselor Garrick of Cardassia, and my father, Ferengi Grand Nagus Ron. I recommend meeting with them as well. Their worlds will be on the front line if the Hur'q launch a full invasion into this quadrant.
Very well, Captain. I forgot for this mission was a whole lot of dialogue. Let's see. Let's go this way first.
I believe the Kai is here, in the Bajoran Temple.
Kira?
Hello there. I suppose Admiral Quinn sent you down here to see where Bajor stands. I can tell you we're worried. The Hur'q were a few ships away from ravaging our homeworld, and if the Dominion falls, they'll be back, and we'll be the first to face them, so Bajor stands ready. We'll do what we can to stop the Hur'q, even if that means joining forces with the Dominion.
Tough call. I can understand it.
There's something else I should mention. I've experienced visions recently, a sign from the prophets. I see a place I've been before, a world beyond the grip of death. It's the home of a former Kai, and it's in the Dominion. I should also mention that I've seen you in this vision as well. I believe we're going to take a journey together soon.
Okay, that's quite a revelation, Eminence.
Something else on your mind?
What of your duties as Kai?
As Kai, I'm obligated to serve the will of the prophets. Doing so leads me to many places, not just Bajor. That can be difficult, especially in times of war. There's been a lot of that in the last few years. First the Dominion, then the Klingons, the Iconians, and now the Hur'q. There are times when I wonder how Ben Sisko managed during the Dominion War, and he was the emissary. I've tried to follow his example whenever possible, but it's been a challenge.
No doubt.
Something else on your mind?
Not at the moment.
My father is in my uncle's bar. Hard to believe he used to work there, huh?
Hey, Morn. Morn, I could really use your advice. Morn looks at you for a long moment, then returns to his attention to his drink. Really, I never thought about it that way. Got any good gossip? Morn rattles the ice in his drink. Alright, we're good.
I was wondering when you'd come along.
I'm guessing you're here to talk about the Hur'q and what we want to do about them. It's no secret that the Ferengi aren't a military powerhouse like the Klingons. Most of the time, we'd be happy to make a tidy profit from all of this, and as far away from it as possible. That changed when the Hur'q attacked Ferenginar. We would have been wiped out without help. And we didn't get it from Starfleet or the Klingons. We got it from the Lukari and the Cardassians. Even a few not cool ships showed up to fight. That showed us that this is everyone's fight, big or small. So we're in. And if the 34th rule of acquisition comes into play, well...
Well, how did you convince your people to join?
It wasn't easy, believe me. I've managed to get the Board of Liquidators with us, for now. Most of them see the potential for incredible profit. Alliance defense contracts can be very lucrative. The rest, well, let's just say their self-preservation instincts are strong. They'd rather fight with the Alliance than stand alone. The Hur'q have me thinking about adding a new rule of acquisition. If they can't be bought, get ready to fight!
That sounds like a good one, because I'm pretty sure the Hur'q cannot be bought by Latinum. They're kind of just raging insects. I don't think they care about Latinum. That seems appropriate where the Hur'q are concerned.
Did you have another question?
Not at the moment, no. And hello, normal Lita. Normal Lita. You have to differentiate between the Litas now.
It looks like Counselor Garrick is in his old tailor shop. Huh.
Yep. Bovaret. That is.
Hello there. I take it you're not here to update your ensemble. Though if you'd like a few suggestions, I'd be happy to provide some. In the meantime, let's talk about serious business, shall we? I'm sure you'd like to know Cardassia's position on the Hur'q problem. It's simple, really. They're a menace, and one we should deal with swiftly. Surprised? Don't be. Cardassia was recently attacked by the Hur'q. We'd have fared poorly without help from our neighbors. Even the Lukari and the Ferengi offered a hand. I trust this lesson isn't lost on you. If we stand alone, we're doomed.
So, this used to be your store?
Once upon a time, when I was but a tailor. That was before plain, simple Garrick became a member of the Adet'pa Council, of course. Before the Reconstruction and the Iconian War and the Hur'q. While I'm proud of the work I've done for Cardassia over the years, there's a part of me that yearns to be here once more. To be just a tailor, just Garrick.
We go where we're needed.
Will there be anything else?
Nothing at the moment.
The Alliance has asked a number of special consultants to attend the summit. I know each of them well, and I can vouch for their knowledge and skill. Even my Uncle Quark. Despite his reputation, his knowledge of the Gamma Quadrant is valuable. Just don't mention Latinum in the discussion, or the value of his information could rise considerably.
Understood. Let's see, is there anybody else to talk to? We talked to him already. We talked to, I'm sure there's anybody else here. That dude is sitting on the railing. That's very dangerous. He could fall. I wish I could jump through there, but I cannot.
So, they dragged you into this too, huh? Can't say I'm too surprised. You've come a long way since your scrap with the Klingons as a cadet. I'm here because my fool of a brother, the Nagus, seems hell-bent on getting the Ferengi into this mess. Not a lot of profit in fighting the Hur'q, 34th rule or not. can't spend your money when you're dead. If you ask me, we'd be better off sealing that wormhole and saying goodbye to the Hur'q and the Dominion forever. I'd miss the Tullaberry wine, but I'd get over it. But seeing how that'll never happen, especially as long as Kira's still breathing, I suppose I'll have to dig in like everyone else. You know what the worst part of this mess is? Odo. He's back like a kind of ghost haunting me. I must be cursed.
I hear you own a moon now. To change topics.
I do. And I'd be there, enjoying myself, if it weren't for the Grand Nagus. Brother or not, I wanted nothing to do with this until he put Lucari terraforming tech on the table. Couldn't pass that up. It'll cut biosphere renovation costs on my moon by 70%. Even with Odo here, and a billion Hur'q trying to demolish everything in sight, there's profit in the wind. Might finally land that exclusive Tullaberry export contract I've been dreaming about for 40 years.
Assuming the Hur'q don't eat all the Tullaberries.
Can I get you something?
I'm fine for now. Oh, and now we get to talk to normal Lita.
Hello. Oh, it's been a while since I've been in this place. I can't believe Hur'q still has that hollow me here. It's a little embarrassing, to be honest. I wish we were all here.
What's this guy doing?
Circumstances. Then again, DS9's always been a trouble magnet. I guess peace is a little too much to ask for around here. My husband is risking a lot of capital, political and otherwise, by choosing to get involved with all of this. Fortunately, he's the best Grand Nagus to come around in a long time. The best ever, as far as I'm concerned, but I'm pretty biased on that point. Look, if I were this mirror version of me I've been hearing so much about, I'd have a lot more tactical advice to offer. As it is, my advice to you is this. Take a look around. Think about all the civilians, the refugees, people who are depending on you to protect them. Think about the best way you can do that, if you can. That's what I'd do if I were in your shoes. Boots, whatever.
Mirror version? As if I haven't run into Admiral Lita already at this point in the game, which I have. I guess games ramps like I haven't? Like, well, mirror version? I don't know anything about that. Wink wink.
Yeah, in that alternate universe where good people are evil and vice versa, turns out the evil version of me is an admiral there. Real piece of work. Wears lots of leather, carries a whip. Oh, and she's in command of the evil Enterprise.
She also has paw rates, too.
I found out about her from my husband's information gathering specialists. Never hurts to be well informed, right? Rule of acquisition number 7. Keep your ears open and your eyes on the mark.
Or rule number 74. Knowledge equals profit.
Was there something else?
No, thank you. Alright. And, oh, Bashir's in here, isn't he? Yeah, Bashir.
Ah, Admiral Quinn's attaché. Nice to meet you. Dr. Julian Bashir, recently commissioned Starfleet officer, at your service. We're doing what we can to get things in order after that business with the Zenkethi and the Hur'q. The station took quite a beating, worse than I saw during the Dominion War. We're still treating casualties, and it looks like we'll be seeing more soon. A lot more. The situation is compounded by the presence of civilians, both local and from other systems, even the Dominion. We have a number of refugees from the Gamma Quadrant on the station, and more are on the way. Clearly, the sooner we can solve the Hur'q dilemma, the better. We'll be beyond our capacity to help the refugees soon, as will Bajor.
Recently commissioned? You left Starfleet. You left Starfleet?
I mustered out some time ago to start a private practice on Trill. Since then, I've worked on special projects for Starfleet from time to time as a consultant. Even managed to start a family. Needless to say, I wasn't initially thrilled with the idea of putting the uniform on again. Still, it's very hard to say no to Kai Kira and Captain Dax. And so here I am, back on the front of an interstellar conflict. Here's hoping it's a brief one.
An ideal outcome, but unlikely.
Something on your mind?
Not now.
There's a number of refugee groups here on the promenade.
More people to talk to. Speaking of which, I'm kind of surprised I never got Dax to cameo in the game. I guess the actor for her Urzai Dax, I guess she hasn't been available to reprise the role or something, or Cryptic just hasn't bothered to try and contact her. I don't know what the deal is. I know people miss Jadzia Dax, but you know, canonically she's dead, so we have to kind of move on from that. Even though I think her actor did express interest on trying to reprise the role, or return the track at some point, which I don't know how that would work. I really don't. Yeah, it's kind of a shame they can't have our Urzai Dax actually, you know, appear in the game somewhere.
It must be a surprise seeing Karemans here on a Federation station. Let that sink in for a minute. It's so bad in the Dominion that its citizens are looking for safe haven with their former enemies.
Okay. The rest of your dialogue you didn't speak. The Hur'q aren't our only problem. When the invasion started, it was like the Federation forgot about us. No Jem'Hadar came to our rescue. No Vorta with words of comfort or relief. Nothing. There's even talk about rebellion, of leaving the Dominion altogether.
We were the lucky ones. We got out early. I've heard rumors about a blockade, keeping the rest of us from leaving the homeworld. It might be true. I haven't seen any more Karemans arrive here for a while now. Oh, please. The Founders have forsaken us. Don't let the Alliance turn their backs on us, too.
We'll do what we can for you.
We're lucky to be alive, friend. There was little warning before the Hur'q attacked our homeworld. We sent a call to the Founders, but no Jem'Hadar ships came. Our local defense force didn't last long. A few of us managed to get away on ships before the Hur'q closed in. Word of the Bajorans and their faith reached us after the war ended. Their stories about one of their spiritual leaders. She came to the worst of us, on our prison moon, to bring the wisdom of the prophets. So, when the Hur'q came, we decided to come here, through the Celestial Temple, to seek deliverance. If the Founders won't listen to us, perhaps Kai Kira and the prophets will.
The Kai will help you if she can.
Quinn here. The summit will begin soon. I'd like to go over what you've learned.
Okay.
Interesting. The Klingon and Romulan positions were somewhat predictable. I'm surprised by the resilience of the Cardassians and Ferengi. I'm also concerned about the Gamma refugee issue. We'll need to work with the Bajorans to manage the situation here. We should get to the conference room. Report to me there when you arrive.
Yes, sir. Actually, I'm like right here. Why are you standing in front of the elevator?
Well, everyone's here and no one started shooting. Could be worse.
There's Kumarki.
That was a joke. Take a moment to relax, speak with the others. Things will be serious soon enough.
Yes, sir. Well, Kumarki's here. What you got to say, girl?
I'm glad you're here. I've been feeling conflicted lately. All the worlds we saved from the Zenkethi were also home to thousands of dormant Hur'q. By saving those planets, we also saved a great number of enemies. Those very enemies have since attacked a number of worlds, including my own.
We also saved billions of lives, Captain.
You're right, of course. If If only there'd been another way to resolve things. If the Zenkethi would have listened to reason. I suppose we should place our hope in working together to stop the Hur'q. I can't help but think there's a path to peaceful resolution in all of this. There's got to be some way to end this madness before more lives are lost.
Perhaps there is. Dun, dun, dun. Kira?
Hello again. I spoke with Odo about the vision we discussed. He's agreed to clear a mission to the old sector. Opaka, the former Kai I mentioned, lives there now.
Does this involve your visions? Well, she kind of just stated it did involve her visions, so that's kind of a weird question to ask, but...
I believe so, yes. The Kai has a condition that has prevented her from leaving until now. Odo has provided us with data that could lead to a cure. If there's a chance, I'm willing to take it. Her wisdom could help us all greatly. I realize this is a lot to take in, but I hope I can count on your help when the time comes.
You'll have it, Eminence. Have a very nice ship. And Wei Yun, number...
Greetings. It is agreeable to see you, especially outside the confines of Facility 4028. I'm glad we had a moment to talk before the summit begins. I trust you relayed everything you learned from us to your superiors. If I may be so bold, I hope that you conveyed a need for cooperation with the Founders as well. At least in matters regarding the Hur'q, if not in all things.
Of course. And Martok.
Jempak is more of a political creature than he was. Well, when we were both a lot younger. He's not willing to face the truth. There are Klingons who fear the Hur'q, hiding behind politics and rules. Grethar waits for their worthless souls. Know this. There are still Klingons who know where their blades belong. We will not dishonor our ancestors and ignore the Hur'q. We will fight them to our dying breath in the name of Kahless and the Empire!
You won't be alone, General.
If I can have everyone's attention, thank you. Let's begin the summit. We have a lot to discuss. Thank you all for coming. By now, you should be aware of our tactical situation. The Dominion, as you know it, is on the verge of collapse. We've withdrawn to our core systems, and the lines are holding, for now. Without your help, the Hur'q will win the war of attrition.
What about your outer systems? We're receiving refugees here, from those areas.
We have one fleet left, Admiral. That's hardly enough to defend the entire Dominion.
I'm failing to see how this concerns the Empire.
The recent battle here is a sample of what the Hur'q can do.
If you think they'll stop at the wormhole, you're sadly mistaken.
Need I remind you that the Dominion came to your aid in the Iconian War?
They did.
I seem to recall Klingons placing high value on debts of honor, or has that changed?
Mind your tongue, changeling! I will not be insulted!
We have visitors.
Admiral Quinn to Ops. What's happening?
We're under attack, Admiral. It's the Hur'q. Reading Hur'q boarding parties. Multiple decks. They've concentrated in the damaged pylon. Ore processing area.
I need you to get to that damaged pylon section and lock it down before the Hur'q trigger an explosion that could wreck the station.
I'm on it, Admiral. Time to kill some bugs. Anybody want to come? More talk? No? Okay. Just muting. people. Kill them all.
Bad news. The hangar security shield is on the verge of collapse. If it drops, you'll get pulled out into space, so let's make sure that doesn't happen. You need to stabilize the power relays and recalibrate the shields. There are consoles near your position you can use to do this.
Acknowledged, Captain. Upstairs, I think. Or are they down here? No, they're down here. Wait, are they? No, they're up there. Okay.
Nice work, but it's not over yet. The Hur'q have moved into the ore processing area above your position. There's a lot of unstable uridium ore in there. If they damage it, it could ignite and set off a chain reaction that could destroy the pylon. You'll need to make your way up there to secure the area and restart the safety systems there.
Understood.
Looks like the access system in this section was reset. You'll need to rotate the central column and extend the bridges in order to reach the next section.
Very well. Oh, wrong console. Need to rotate first. They don't want to rock over the thing. Fine, site-to-site transport. Bugs! Kill bugs, kill bugs.
Okay, you're almost in the clear. The safety systems for the area are currently offline. You'll need to restore power to that section and reinitialize the safety systems to get everything back online.
Acknowledged.
All right, the safety systems are reinitializing. They should be up and running in a few minutes. Nice work. Hold on. I'm picking up multiple Hur'q life signs in your area. They're converging on your position. I need you to defend that section from the Hur'q until the system comes online again. If they get in before that happens, they could knock it offline again, or worse.
Understood. Kill some bugs. Bugs are been defeated. Grab all the loot. Oh, damn it. Okay, never mind.
The Hur'q are attacking the station and several civilian vessels in the system. I've sent ships to assist them, but I'm concerned our forces are spread too thin. I'd like you to work with those ships to protect the civilians while the rest of us defend the station. First, Dukan'Rex will accompany you as a combat escort.
Okay, we'll keep them safe, Ambassador.
Starfleet vessels, this is Quinn. Protect civilian targets.
Nice work. But I'm afraid there's bad news. We're picking up Hur'q vessels and they're heading our way. The station's weapon systems are offline. We need a few minutes to get them up and running. Until then, we're a sitting duck over here. I've asked every ship in the sector to regroup and prepare for battle. Let's hope it's time.
We'll do what we can. Don't crap out on me, game.
Concentrate fire on
A lot of stuff happening there.
Chief, I need those systems online!
Fitting them out now. I think we got them all.
That was the last of them. We're not picking up any Hur'q ships on long-range sensors. For now, at least. I think it's clear that the Dominion is prepared to work with you to stop the enemy. I hope the Federation is ready to do the same.
Agreed.
In the meantime, our fleet will do what it can to keep the Hur'q on our side of the wormhole. Tell Admiral Quinn not to wait too long to make a decision. This will reach the Federation faster than anyone would like, believe me.
Understood, Ambassador. All decks have reported in, Admiral. Ready to depart on your command. Guess we're done here. Let's leave. Warp speed now. Zoom, 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 zoom. Alright.
The Hur'q threat is real, and we can't afford to let it expand throughout the galaxy. There will be resistance to getting involved, but I believe we have no choice. The Federation must render aid to the Dominion if we're to have any chance of stopping the Hur'q onslaught. In the meantime, Kai Kira of Bajor has requested a mission to the Innis system, and Ambassador Odo has authorized it. The Kai has asked for our assistance on this, and she asked for you by name. Whatever she needs, make it so.
Okay, so our rewards. We get some Ketracel, which is really only useful to my Jem'Hadar character. So we get a choice of the Core Field Mining Plasma Cutter, which is a unique weapon, so I'll be getting that. It's actually not a bad plasma weapon. It shoots out a constant beam of plasma energy, so it's kind of neat. And our other options are just some generic Polaron weapons, which don't really care about. Get that. Alright. And I did get an endeavor. Oh, I got 2 endeavors done. Excellent. Money. Money. Big marks. And the rest of this is going to be vendor trash, so we'll take care of that. And yeah, that's going to be it for tonight. Progress, we have started the Gamma Quadrant Gamma Arc. So next time I do STO, we'll do the next 2 missions here, Armistice and Search. So we'll just do 2 missions, and 2 missions, yeah, okay. But I'll wrap up the Gamma Quadrant stuff. Excellent. Alright, so it's been fun, except for the TFO stuff, which is kind of a drag. Yeah, the Halloween TFOs just aren't really that amazing. I mean, it's kind of cool to see Halloween themed stuff, but it's also kind of really corny at the same time. I guess I would prefer that we had something like really, you know, I guess somewhat creepy to actually have as a TFO or mission in the game. You know, the Tenebris Torcanet mission is actually a pretty good example of a mission that could be considered kind of creepy and spooky in STO, but we don't get a mission like that for Halloween, so whatever. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. I will continue this sometime. Tomorrow I'm going to continue with Resident Evil 4 and hopefully finish that up tomorrow so I can start the next Halloween game before the month runs out on me. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. I think I said it already, and I will see you next time. I go now. Bye-bye.